Those are like Dee Koala signatures. How did you come up with their name?
It wasn't a deep thought, yes. It was what I've known about my hood. So everything had to start from my surroundings. So when you came to your Wuzet song, Wuzet was around the time of your Qurans. So a Qurans is when a gang fights, gangsterism. So it was big in Kailicha.
Super Kailicha.
I mean, it was even on cutting edge. I'm just sort of flex, but like
cutting edge.
Guys, you were on TV, like it was bad. So it was more of like a territorial situation. You can't go to this section because it's like people from the south can't go to the north because it used to be about girls, used to be about swag. So it was crazy. So it was a big thing.
Did you thug it out?
It's crazy that the answers nobody had I found when searching for myself. Let's toast to victory. Pick up your glass, show me love.
Welcome to Choppin It with Bhuda T. I am the Lord of the entire, the Lord of the every, Lord of the jig, Lord of the jams, Lord of...
etc.
The entire, yes. I'm here with a very special guest. I like this one. I'm excited about this one. Before we do anything else, please make some noise for Dee Koala, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
It's going to be dope. You brought your team to get me drunk before.
I did not.
You're slick.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome to Choppin It.
Thank you for having me.
Somebody from your team gave me a very crazy shot before we even started the show.
It was a greeting.
So I feel like I've been set up to be nothing but nice to you this entire...
How else could you be?
Right? You are my first historical. You and I have no history.
Yes, we don't.
You're the first of that kind. Thank you for introducing me to a world, to the future. For introducing me to the future.
Thank you for having me here. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm happy. How are you?
You seem happy.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm happy too.
Okay,
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I've been having a good time since the 1st of Jan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when my son was born.
Oh, congratulations.
And then it's just been...
a happy time.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good to hear.
What are you happy about?
I'm happy about... I think this year for me has been so crazy. Like, already. Like, when the year started, I thought I was happy, right?
Yeah.
And then we got, like, mid-year. Not even mid. Like, when we got past your Aprils, and I was like... it's not my happiness. It's just something in the head just said we are, but here we weren't. So I was talking to my team about the stuff, the content and the stuff we need to drop and what we're doing this year. So we set up a meeting and celebrated my birthday, was part of the chats. Dropping singles and music videos are part of the chats. So once that call got out of the way, then I was happy because I knew what I was doing the whole year. Because when the year starts and it just said Happy New Year, then you need to figure out your whole year of your career and what are you gonna do? Like what are you gonna what's in it for you? Like what's gonna happen this year from last year? What's bigger? So that's always the chat once it's past your 5th January.
Yeah.
And you're sitting with your team and you're like,
yeah,
we need to kill this year more than we killed last year, guys. So that was just, I was happy until we figured out this year. So
that's so crazy. Like to look at you as such a young, like you're a really young lady.
Wow.
Like, do you have that in your mind?
No.
Like when you, because you don't operate like one. But
I don't
it's like,
feel like I'm young or old. I think I'm just someone there cruising.
You're just living. That's
I'm just-
fire.
I'm just finessing.
That's fire. It's like you're a young lady dealing with a career.
Yeah.
Because that's what it means to deal with a career. It's like every year you have to set your own, like nobody's gonna come to you and say, oh, okay, so this year we're gonna need you
Yeah.
to do. It's like after you've celebrated the happy and all that, it's like, okay,
Just like-
so what's your idea of
How do you get the next bag?
mm,
Because the more as a creative or as a creative basically, and a creative that's not under any business or not any like a freelancer
yeah.
creative,
Mm,
it's 10 times tougher.
yeah.
Because the thing is, when you can celebrate and go to dinner or have a party or a house party or whatever, but every creative knows the amount they spend at that dinner or at that lunch needs to come back somehow, because
Yeah.
just showing off my creativity is a lot of money, which is money that we don't have.
Yeah.
So being creative is tougher than being under a business that gives you that opportunity
being
and the
employed.
resources. Because when you're creative, you have to find resources, pay for those resources as well, and that's out of a dream. That's out of your pocket. It's out of the ability or the want to let people know what you want to do.
Yeah.
So when it comes to me, I don't care even if it's terms of like photography. When we were speaking about this, and let's say I'm having a show, I wouldn't settle for a favor of a job, because for me it kind of means like when you give me my stuff back, it's gonna give
favor vibes.
favor.
Yeah.
You understand? But like I do believe in this though, when you, no matter how much the amount is, but when you pay for the things that you want, or for the dream that you want to be executed the way you want it to be, and you pay for it, it's gonna be executed the way you want it to be. Because if you don't, you're gonna have to settle for less.
Yeah.
Hence why now when I take out what I have for what I want, I don't really go through a sad stage about it, because
Yeah.
if I take out the dopest content, most quality content, trust you me, I am gonna get that money back double.
Yeah.
Because I took out my best work and it's going to be recognized and it's going to be seen and it's gonna be, you know, next time I want to
There's returns,
someone
yeah.
else gonna pay for that instead of me doing that. So you put more money in it, you get more money out.
Do you understand the fact that everything you just said is like entrepreneurship?
I understood that. I understood that there's a thing that happens when you register your business. I thought I was just gonna be a rapper, ne? And be like, yeah, Dee Koala.
Yeah.
Then I was talking to my manager, and my bro was like, hey, bruh, you need to make yourself a business, like a brand. Be that big now. I was like, are we sure? Are we that? What are we doing? We're not buying and selling. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a label. What are we?
Are we trading?
You are starting a legacy for your family and yourself. So we need to have that on paper, because it's a big deal.
You said, who said this to
my
you?
management.
Okay, fire.
It's like
That's good
Me and
management.
Leo are very, very close. Like it can be business, but we know when to be family and we know when to be workers. You know, so we yell at each other and whatever. But I'd rather have that honesty than
you need
to have
the
someone who
yelling.
says, "Yes, D, let's do what you wanna do all the time." You know, I need someone who says, "It's not good to do this at this time or before that." You know, but regardless of that, though. After registering my business, so it's Dee Koala Pty Ltd. When I got that envelope,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, we're corporate.
We're
now.
in business.
I know that doing serious chats now.
Yeah.
Now, even for saying
When
something,
was
I'm saying
this?
I'm
When
sending
did you
an
do
invoice.
this?
When did we do this, Leo? Like 2 years ago? 3?
Imagine.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
You were probably like 13 doing this.
No, what's wrong with you? No, I was 23.
Imagine that.
I'm 25 now.
Yeah. Like that's not normal.
I don't know.
Like a lot of the things that when you are who you are, you forget that what you do isn't what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like that's normal. That's not normal. The fact that you at 23, like as a young lady, were like setting up a business because you're a rapper and you're about to take this to the next level.
I think also the other thing that got me so scared was I was like, I hope I'm paying tax because the thing I'm seeing on social media is scaring the hell out of me, and I'm not about to be that person.
Yeah.
Like so those things, everything on. I learned so much about the career from different aspects. Like people ask me why I don't want to stay in Joburg, like live here.
Yeah,
I
talk about
say,
that. We spoke about that a little bit
yeah, but
off
like,
camera.
yeah, when I said like, I need to know where my peace is and locate it and go to it when I feel like things are heavy. But I haven't found my peace here, so I'd rather come here for work and
Yeah.
leave when I can or when I want to, because once I can't leave, it's gonna stress me. And it's gonna be like it's a need to be
Yeah.
here, you know. And also, I it might sound a bit weird or something, I don't know, but I listened to a lot of different kinds of music. So as I grew up, I was listening to your Ringos and your Brendas.
Okay.
It was very wide. From Brendas, I would go to Zola 7. From Zola 7, we would
Yeah.
go to Hugh Masigera. So my dad is a big like jazz guy, so I would hang out with him a lot. So there's that part
Are
of
you
me as
your
well.
daddy's girl?
You know, yes, I kind of
Yeah.
am. So at some point, when it came to music and what I want to sing and what I want to do, and if and how it looks like you need to be in Joburg to make it,
Mm.
that's what I don't like. I don't like rules.
Yeah.
So once every person that if either like the people I met through radio or whoever it was, and they said to me, no, do you need to move in Joburg? Trust me, I can count on my hands the amount of big people in Joburg that I need to move to Joburg.
Yeah.
And I understand them. I don't mind coming here for a month and working and going back home as long as I go back. Because I'm very easily influenced and I'm very quick on fun and bending rules. And,
Yeah.
like, I don't, once you give me a rule, you give me a chance to not
You
do
wanna
it.
test it.
Yeah, well, fellas, don't give me the rule because I might know the rule. So I want to sneeze.
Yeah. Do whatever you gotta do.
But it's like the one that comes and then when you realize it, it goes away.
Oh, it's that one.
Yes, because that
It
one
lied.
is gone now. So anyway, it came to a point where I was like, I'd rather work very, very hard to afford trips to come here and work and go back. Despite your gigs and your bookings and your what, but if ever I want to come here on my own, I'd rather work 10 flipping times harder to come back and be able to do that and go back home and be satisfied as well. So living, like, you listen to that song Ringo when it says, when you go Toli, it's your biggest fear because it says too many things and I thought, I can't be a Toli.
Ringo.
I can't be a Tony, and that's why I said I'm never, ever. But it's part of the reason why, like, I wouldn't stay here. It's a lot of reasons, but I just need to always locate my peace. And yeah, there's no way I can locate my peace.
That's a lot of awareness
I know.
that you just
Yeah.
spewed. Like,
I studied people's journeys, like artist journeys. One of the big artists, your Brendas, your Ringos, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone that came here. I had to once you think that Josie is a place of stardom, you have to study everyone that had to go to Josie for stardom. Despite even your artists, there are people's fathers that have left home and said they're gonna go make money in Joburg and never came back. You understand? So you have to study those. And one thing I liked about South Africa is that the sitcoms and the stories and the movies that we made on TV would show
they
what
told
was
those
happening.
stories. Yeah.
Exactly. So I learned a lot from that because most of my English I even learned from books and movies and TV. So and songs. I was never like my first when I went to grade 1 I didn't know English.
Yeah.
Because my grade R was at a like Xhosa primary creche school.
Okay.
So my primary school was in Athlone at Rylands Primary School. So it was like low-key a mixture of Muslims and I would say it's a Muslim school because
Okay.
we did have an extra subject of Arabic and arts and craft. So when I went to that school, grade 1 was a bit slow for me because I was not familiar with English.
The adjustment to the English.
Yeah, so I wasn't having friends because I'm not there with the lingo. Then eventually, every day when I go home, I'd like, Mama start in English, Mama this in English. So now she would help me, but I would like, my weekends would be spent with me watching TV and movies.
Yeah.
Just to learn what.
And grade 1, Gonja,
was
how
being
old are
said.
we in grade 1? That's,
And yeah, that's not 7.
that's
7, eh? Yeah.
so at 7, you're already worried
I'm
about
worried about my vocab,
figuring out how
my
to fit
structure
in.
of sentence, because I'm not trying to sound. There's small things can make a person think that you're dumb. If you sound dumb, if you're sounding like you can't speak a language, people are gonna think you're dumb in the mind. That time you're not. But that's not what mattered to me. What mattered to me was I want to be able to structure my thoughts because my thoughts already stress me on their own because I can't put them on paper.
At the age
But if
of
I'm gonna
7
talk
already.
to you, if I'm gonna talk to you, I want to be able to have communication and for you to hear me and I hear you.
That's fire. Like, there are adults who are atrocious at communicating. Like,
Right.
yeah, like as a child, you'll try and sit down with like an adult and communicate, and the communication will bounce off the wall. Like, how are you in a space where you understand that communication is important? And when did you understand this? Because sounds like it was early.
I don't know at what age, but there was a time where I felt like I'm a person or I have a personality that's not understood. You know, like I was confused. There was a time I was so confused about human behavior that it was like an alarming thing for me. If ever I had the time to do research on human behavior, I'd find it one of the most interesting things. Because the thing that happens is that I was like, if this person thinks I'm weird, what is the criteria for someone to be fine or not weird?
Yeah.
And do they think they have the criteria to apply as someone that's not weird?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are the characteristics that you have to take that say, okay, now D is weird or D is normal?
So
like,
you've always been different?
I've
Of
always
course.
been inquisitive about a brain. Because the thing is, mine is too much for me. Like, I'm such an overthinker. And to a point where I used to get so many panic attacks in a day where, like, this guy is just doing his own thing. Nah, seriously, like, I still do, but it's not as much. But also the thing is that I'm an overthinker.
Wait, how early is this? Please, I need
I think
visuals.
when I recognized my brain being like this was around maybe when I was like 10. Yeah, when I was inquisitive to pick people's
very early.
The thing is, I noticed it in this way of just sparking conversations with people that I don't even know, just to pick their brain. Like, I won't know you, but somehow you'll get comfortable enough to have a conversation with me. And my questions won't sound like I'm interviewing you or I'm trying to pick your brain.
Yeah.
But I will say something about myself to make you feel like you can say something about yourself.
That's fire.
Shout out.
That's fire.
But yeah, that's how things has been.
That's what it takes. Like, you give to get.
Yeah. That's like why I always just...
You had that trick as a kid.
Yo, it was a horrible one.
That's not horrible. That's...
Have you ever
it's
tried
useful.
to fight your parents with words? It's not
that's
the
a
one.
That's a bad idea.
It's a bad one.
Yeah.
It's a bad one because you're going to say you're acting smart that time.
Yeah.
You try to apply some logic.
But you were smart. You weren't acting smart.
I wasn't
it wasn't
acting
an
smart,
act.
but
Yeah.
it was too much for them because it's like...
I feel you.
It's like you're going to become a problem.
Hey.
Yeah, it's been like that for me.
That sounds like you grew up quick.
I think I had to.
I think what forced you to?
I mean, at a young age, I was like... My late mom kind of like left me with my grandparents. I think she wasn't in a situation of like a good kulisa and stuff, which I understand now. And I think that's something that people need to know. Like, there would be times where you want answers right now and they can't give you the answers right now. And it's also because they might have thought what they done was the best for you. And maybe when you find out, you might not know it was the best for you, and now you're just gonna come through with anger, like you left. That's the only thing that mattered. So now I take it as a blessing that she left me at my grandmother's place because she could have left me anywhere, but she left me at a place where she knew that there's education, there's life, there's attention, there's love,
There's love,
there's
yeah.
home. So what I can't give you, my mom can
She's
give
doing
to
you
you.
so dirty. We're like 20 minutes in and you're going absolutely crazy.
But like that's how I was raised.
What?
And like when I say like when my grandma, like the way she raised me, man, it was just with caution and love, because she was like, she doesn't need to feel like a grandchild.
Yeah.
So my aunts or my sisters,
Ooh, that's fire.
my uncles, my brother. So I call him Puti.
Oh,
They call me my little sis. When they introduce me to people, they say, "This is my little sis." So I've never felt like a grandchild. I've felt like this is my mom and my dad.
That makes you being so ahead make so much sense.
Yeah,
Because
I think they wanted that.
you immediately were in a circle of people that were way ahead of you in experience. And because if your uncle is your brother, that's like in relationship, like the level of wisdom you have access to is
Yeah, because they were like, if we don't show her love and we make her feel like a grandchild and we call her that 24/7, she's going to feel like a grandchild. And you can't make someone like that, like you can't make someone feel like exactly they label because they are supposed to. The thing is, when once you get it, if I ever knew, like I found out that my mom left me at my grandmother's place when I was 15. Whereas they've told me when I was 6, but you grow up and you forget. But I was 15 chilling with my grandma. I was like, "Hey, mom, we don't have the same surnames. What's going on?"
what's that about?
I understand. Why does my sister have a different surname? And I was like, "Hey, okay, bra, it's time now."
And your sister's what, younger?
No, she's older.
Older.
I do have a younger brother from my biological mom's side.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't have the same dad, but we just have the same mom. But for me, he's my blood. So
Of course.
I live for him basically because
Yeah.
he's younger than me, and I've never gotten to be a big sister. I've always been the youngest.
Yeah,
So my sister's like 30. My brother lives this side, and he has his own business, and he's 30 something. I stopped counting once you're like 23. And
Yeah, then it doesn't matter.
I don't count anymore.
Then
I just
you're
call you
just a person,
Puti,
yeah.
and we're done. I don't need to know
Facts.
how old you are.
Doesn't matter.
But they've always supported my creative side. My mom took a while, but because everyone in the house was choosing school. Yeah, but like everyone extended, done school, everyone is corporate, everyone is,
Yeah, it sounds
my
that
sister's
way.
a lawyer, my
Yeah.
brother, so it's like, hey, everyone was so serious. And then I come here after my trick, I'm like, yes, mom, I need to tell you something. I think I want to rap. What do you, No, man. I'm like, but okay, but no. The reason why I'm saying that is because how guaranteed? Like, how much are you guaranteed by this thing is going to work? And then my brother had people that he knew in the game.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not using my brother. That's not going to work. Because I need to know for myself if I'm called to do this.
Yeah.
If
That's
it's
fine.
my thing. If it's exactly what I feel. Then the only time she got to accept it was when I was on TV.
Of course.
So I'm glad
that always works.
I'm glad she passed away with me being seen on TV and her being happy about my career choice. Because imagine if she left and I didn't, and she wasn't.
Didn't show
she
her.
didn't give me blessings or a thumbs up. But when she did, that's when I started taking this thing seriously.
Condolences about that also.
It's okay. They're
When
angels
was that?
now. The thing is, what I understood about them being gone, so COVID, the reason why I was quiet for like 2 years was because it was COVID and my mom died, and then the month after my grandma
During
died.
COVID?
Yeah. Then the month after my grandma died. Then the month after my great grandma died. Then the month after
You had a great grandma, nigga?
Yeah, I do. The best. Best.
You've lived.
Bro, I
You've
just think we're
lived.
young in my family or something's going on. I don't know. But after her, then it was my 2 aunts. So there's
That's
like
a
5
lot.
moms. It's 5, to me it's 5 mothers.
Yeah.
Not even like their roles because they've all been moms to me. So it's like 5 mothers passing away month after month. Then now I'm also going through my own thing as an artist because it's COVID, dog. It's not working for us right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we have to
saying?
figure this
We
thing
need to-
out
we need to
now also.
find how to
Yeah.
make money, you know, because we can't be at events, we can't host, we can't nothing.
We can't do anything.
So-
All we can do is go on Insta Live
Bro, and just talk about your shit and unreleased shit that you think you have.
and
or
play
something.
snippets.
Bro. So I was like, or how you got free liquor or shit like that.
Yeah.
So like I was stressed about that, and I was going through the motions. People are going in and out of hospital, and I'm just my next bag. One thing about me, my bag stresses me, so I need to always make sure I'm good with my bag. So I'm like, how am I gonna keep this life going on? Because I'm already high maintenance. I've created a life of being a high maintenance already. So now, if we have to be prepared and we have to have plans on how we're gonna keep it up, keep looking like this.
Ish.
God has said so cool. That is the thing.
Imagine.
How am I gonna do that? Because I want to look as broke as I am. I want to look like it. But like that was the most complicated part of COVID. And when everyone passed away, I was like, I felt like I was fine. You know the thing, like when you feel like, okay,
When you just say,
I understand that. Yeah, it's okay, it's fine. And you think you're fine until it's the third week, and
Ish.
you are always going out, and you're making ways to be surrounded by people.
Yeah.
Because you can't stand being alone. Because once you're alone, you think about your shit, you know, and you don't want to think about it because it's like I have no solution to it, and
It's just gonna slow me down.
yeah, I'm not trying to cry. Being sad is not a nice feeling, guys.
It's not.
I don't think it's not meant to be nice, but it's not nice to even enjoy it, to even try to understand it, because you can never understand when you're sad.
Yeah.
I don't care how woke or how spiritual you are. Being sad or angry is feelings that are troublesome
You have
to
to
you because
deal with them.
there's no tactic. I don't care if when you're in the club and you get angry at someone, you can't tell me you're gonna go outside and do yoga. Wait. But wait. There's no.
Yeah.
There's a formula, but the formula is a long process. I think that's what we don't understand. And in the industry, we don't understand it because we live a fast life. So there's no time to be sad. There's no time to be sad. There's no time to understand what has happened in your life. There's no time to accept.
And we actually say that to ourselves. We say, you don't have time
You
for
don't have
this.
time because you need to be relevant every day. And with the thing with hip hop, it's very tough because there's a new person every single day. There's a new talent every single day. And you can be fresh now, my brother, but tomorrow you can just go away like that.
You can't be fresh for long in hip hop.
Exactly. So you can't afford to keep quiet because someone else that has better bars than Dee Koala.
Also, they quick to call you OG.
Oh,
Yo, OG. Like, wait.
but I haven't even done enough. Hold on. Don't make me feel comfortable. Why are you making me feel comfortable? And feeling comfortable is the biggest danger to your career. Like
The greatest. What I wanted to touch on, though, is because what I'm realizing is your psychology is so good and your understanding of your psychology is so good that you even understand the fact that, because what you said is when all that traumatic stuff happened all at the same time, your reaction was, oh no, I understand what this is, I know how this goes. And that's the
So,
danger of like being good with psychology.
because
is
you're also
you have
wasting
the
time.
answers for yourself. You
Yeah.
you start telling yourself
that's
things
so
like
wrong because you see what it created for me was time wasted of grieving. That time I was telling myself that I was fine, I could have been grieving.
you could have used that time productively grieving. Yeah.
Instead I was so I would go to studio even and go to studio and get them. So but one thing I was able to do was send back features, because with features it's easy. The concept is already created.
Yeah.
So you
The
just fire
person
your
has
verse.
given you
So you just fire your verse and you let it go.
You just
But
kill
starting
them
a
and
song from
send.
but starting a song from scratch,
It needs you.
I don't think people understand how difficult it is. There by the lyrics and the pen game,
The idea
the idea
itself,
and
before
how
you even decide what
and
you're
how
gonna
you
say.
what you're saying is very important. And
Also, where it comes from.
the moment you even do a take, I don't care if you're one take one, I don't care. You're gonna have to do another one because it comes to a point where you realize my words need a certain attitude and my words need a certain energy with it. So I need to put myself in the shoes of what I'm saying, whether I wrote it 3 days ago and I was feeling like that 3 days ago. Today, while I'm recording it, I have to step into the
Yeah.
mind I was in at that time. So I have to understand my words. Once you don't understand your words, you can't apply emotion or relating from a fan point of view to you. Hence why you will get I don't have all the answers, but I'm just saying when you're an artist that's been rapping or up and coming for like 17, 15 years, right? It's the problem is not only with you, but it's also because of the biggest factor in the industry is having people that relate to what you say. That's what makes a celebrity. And once you have people who say, "Here's Nonikel, I feel you,"
Yeah. That's
then
better
that's when you
than
know,
I'm a fan of you. Yeah.
yeah, because I get the guys who come to me and say, "Listen, bro, I don't know what you say, but I like your shit." I'm like, "Okay, thank you. But I like the fact that you like my stuff regardless." But next time, also ask me what I was saying. You know, so that
Actually get into it. Care about what
so
I
that
said.
you also
Yeah.
gain knowledge. It's
Fire.
not just about me talking about myself. You getting to learn something that you didn't know. Maybe let's say there's a Kosa thing that you didn't know about, and I'm gonna be here rapping about it, but you're gonna come and say, "Yo, Zing, I like the way you flow, and I don't know what you said, but I did what you did." Ask what I said, and I will tell you, and you will like it even more.
Yeah.
So I think
it'll be more meaningful to you. Yeah.
So I think also with the 2 years, I was focused on trying to have a hit coming out. But I was like, no, D, we're not in the space. And I remember calling my team and asking them, guys, can I take a break? Because I was so scared to even ask. Like, that's how bad it was. I was like, if I take a break, because you have to understand, when you have a team, it's people's lives.
It operates
That are
because
operating
of you.
around of this guy. So now you need to, whatever choice you make for your life is not yours only. It's for everybody else. So if you're taking a break, your DJ takes a break. Your management takes a break. Your assistant is taking a break. And they're only not on break when it's at least the subtle things that you can handle, like maybe interviews or campaigns. But once it has to come with making music and you can't handle that, then everyone is sitting down.
Yeah, because creation is a whole different beast. Like, touching on what you said about being able to put your emotions in the things that you're saying. That's one thing that I've learned over the years and have mastered. Yes, I love that. I love that. The comfort is comfort to me. My cure to that, and I'm gonna say this because I want to hear how you figured out how to place emotions and energy into the work that you put out. My cure for that, I realized, was to stop writing. Like, so I stopped writing in 2012. Kid X introduced me to the idea of not writing. He was the nigga who doesn't write. I used to write, of course, on my phone.
Yeah.
Big Drizzy fan, so BlackBerry, you know.
One thing.
Come
I
on,
get you.
changed the game. Yeah, so I'm in that bag, alright, I'm doing my thing. And then we're doing a mixtape, so I'm thinking, okay, we're having fun on this. Let me try this out.
Finesse.
I'm doing my thing. I stopped writing, so now I'm just,
Vibing.
catching vibes and throwing them in there. The best thing that's ever happened to me as an artist. Because from there, so this is when we made the radio mixtape. And after that, then we go back to like, okay, now we're about to do serious work, cash time, we're about to go back into an album, whatever, So in my mind, I'm like, okay, back to album mode, back to writing. When I tried writing again, the verses that I had written were not coming out as fire as the verses that, that I catch in. And so that's the thing. What I realized about not writing is the fact that if I came into the studio and I didn't write this, and I'm saying it now when I chord it from my creative space, wherever it's coming from. And the arts will always come from the soul. It's always coming from you, somewhere deep inside of you. Putting it now at the time when I chord it is the best medicine to getting it in its purest form. Because you just chord it now.
Yeah.
When you say it, you can't help but say it with the emotion because it's not an idea. It's not structured. It's a feeling and thought. And it comes straight on the mic. That's how even songs like Lala have the feel and attachment that people have to them because I fetch those things on the spot.
I get you.
So how do you reconcile the emotion and energy and soul into the lyrics?
So Andiaz, if my thing is different or what, but like I have this thing. I can be at home and I can write a whole complete song with no beat.
With
right?
no beat, you're one of those animals.
Yeah, I can sit at home and write lyrics. I can give you a hook. I can even write times 2, knowing how it's gonna like. There's no beat in my head.
Yeah, so you make the song.
Then the verse and everything. Second verse, everything. I can do that, and I have one of the. I don't think it's luck, but I will say it's luck. But I have this thing when I get in the studio and the beat I hear, whether it's the first or the second one, what I wrote is gonna match that beat. So
that's the strangest thing to me ever.
And you know what's even stranger? My flows are not the same, but if I would rap Useli Wash on a Wizard beat, it would fit. If I would rap Ungenapi on a Seli Wash beat, it would fit. If I would rap the Taco remix verse on a Kwan beat, it would fit.
And how is that?
I do not know. I don't know. Trust me, like I've been being like, I don't know why. Maybe it's the way so I'm very big on literature. So from school, the way I structure my sentences and what I say and how I put my words, make sure that I'm always saying things right.
You're articulate,
Yeah, it's very important to me. I don't know why though. I think it comes from home. So, like I never wanted to be misunderstood. Because I think my brain already, I didn't understand it. So I was like, I don't make it difficult for the other person to not understand me. So let me just make it easier for you and at least be able to articulate myself.
Yeah.
So when it came to like music and how I make the songs and how I structure them and how I send them out there, it started as a fun thing.
Yeah, that's how it starts. You play with it.
Like you feel like hey, you can talk about anything.
It's
and you
cool,
it's
like
fine. Yeah, and it starts with influences. So one of your first tracks or your first EPs or your first mixtapes are gonna be influenced by the people you look up to. Those are gonna be your first tracks.
Of course.
So let's say now that you rap in Vernac, but you are rapping in English. It was because there was a certain influence that you looked up to at that time before you found yourself.
Yeah.
So me, I was like pushing an English vibe, but then at some point I was like, I'm not bad with English. I'm not bad with the bars. But the thing is, I don't feel like it's me. And I don't feel like it's telling the story I want to tell the way I want to tell it. So I was like, let me try and dab into what I know.
When did that hit you?
That happened around 2016. Was it 2016? Who was it? 2016, 2017 soon. Because I remember I was in matric. Yeah.
What caused that switch? Where did that feeling like, but it's not hitting the way that, where did that come from? What made you feel like it wasn't hitting that way?
Zinga, if you listen to it now, you'd be like,
it's not doing.
Because the thing is, I was a very poetic person. So no, wait. It was better in a poem format.
Okay.
Not in a
not on a beat.
Format.
Yeah.
So I get poetically I bought the stars align. You understand? But once the beat is there, the stars are gone.
I'm not aligning.
Nothing is working. Yeah, well, so for me, it was like, I don't think it's making sense for me. And if it's not making sense for me, what about other people?
Yeah.
Because I was starting to listen. This is what I would do. So I'd take my songs. So my boy, DJ Pied, the guy who made Ipit for Omunye. Okay. So he lives right opposite my house. So we grew up together, like we're best buddies, like seriously best buddies. And the thing is, he started with hip hop beats. He's still doing those now, but now he's a mixture now. So I would chill with my boys, and like it would be like 10 of us. He hasn't done a kissed.
He kissed you.
Yeah, it's like a back room.
Okay.
Like, you know that bedroom that you have, like your mother gives you that flat,
Yeah. EOP.
whatever it is. But good to kiss there. So
Nibiza nge-kiss
kissing
lane
16, yeah. So I'd go to my bro's kiss. We get there. It was like 10 of us.
Having a kiss low key is.
I tease, bro. Oi, bro.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Is he spoiled?
Niggas don't have kiss.
You're spoiled if you have one.
High key.
You're crazy. Your
High
family's
key.
rich.
High key.
Like, how you guys are in it. So, yeah, I come through to my boys for a normal search because I used to be a man stoner. So I pull up like for a normal search.
As a youngin'?
Yeah, but I stopped.
When you got active early, but continue, we'll get to your activity.
So I'd come through for the regular scarrel. When you're like, hey, guys, I'm going 5 rand.
The regular scarrel.
Hey, guys, I have 5 rand. Oh, guys, I have 2 rand. And then even classes scarrel, you have to know that, okay, we need to save at least 1 to run for quiet for after the smoke session. And then, so like everything here needs to make sense. So we would go to the merch with coins. Like you can see it's a scarrel. So the morning scarrel, our lunchtime scarrel, and for sleeping we would call it ilalas. Because you're lalamos. So we're doing a scarrel sell.
You guys are kicking it till you sleep.
We're not sitting together from the morning
Or
to
just
the,
to.
so like you have your
It's the
morning sesh,
routine.
morning sesh, sharp. Good morning, guys. Go have breakfast.
Yeah.
Then you take a nap. You're taking a nap because of course I'm down. I woo.
Yeah.
Then it's lunchtime. Lunchtime again. In order for us to eat lunch,
You have to start from.
so we go scarrel again. Take your 2 rounds, everyone.
Yeah.
We meet at maybe meeting. We buy. We do
We
what we
hit
do.
it and then go back to.
Nighttime, when it's time to sleep now, because you know you can't sleep most. So when it's time to sleep, you're like, hey, let's scarrel again. But then we call it lalas when you slap, because you're going to sleep. And then once you shaggy ash, we use a umtomol. Because umtomola, that means you're smoking smoke now because it's finished.
Okay.
And it would be tough because it would be like 10 brews on a 20 rand bag.
On a slight ball of
Bro,
sorts.
on some Swazi or on some
Yeah.
skunk, bro. And
It's not even really going up.
like it's so many of y'all, and you see that it's crazy. So I would come through when I have my song. So they're like, "Look, superstar, play your stuff." Yeah, but I'd play,
So
and like
during the.
they would listen to me and they'd be like, "Yeah, but I know my bruise, dog. I like, yeah, yo, timpa." But and then they have to cut the English
then you have
one.
to decipher
Then they have to.
it.
And I'm like, I'm not feeling like
It's not
I'm
the
not feeling like I'm part
one.
of the boys now. No. I feel like I'm betraying my boys. You
Yeah.
know, they're happy for me, but I feel like they're just saying.
They're supporting you.
And then when I did the they would open the windows.
It's different.
The
Yeah.
people are like swearing, like play it again. I was like, oh.
That's the reaction you
That's
want.
the eyeball.
Yeah.
Because the other time they would just compliment the beat. Who did the beat? I'm like, dude, I was rapping. We've been playing this song for 3 times. I've been rapping now.
Still crying
We're
about
talking
the
about
beat?
There's something wrong, boss.
You haven't said anything about everything I said. Yeah.
So that's how like I realized like that's my niche.
That's your bag, yeah.
That's where I'm at. And the best thing is that it comes with my personality too. So it's not someone I'm not.
Yeah,
It's who I am.
it also is your personality. Then the real you can come out. It's like I was chopping it with Tweezy last week on the way back because he lives in Midrand. I'm in PTA.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's hit it together, bro. I'm jamming him some of the new shit I've been making. There's a song where, so I started off, I'm singing in English, and then when the verse starts, I get into the Venek bag. He immediately, when the Venek starts, he's like, hey, you see when you get in the Venek? It's immediate.
You're through Bruce
It's
to
like,
do
hey, I
that.
see when you get in the Venek. It's like, so it's like, there's an authenticity that you can't remake.
Definitely.
That comes from within. Obviously, like, your Venek is who you actually are. Like, that's who you've been ever since you were born. So it's like when you come from that place and put it on it's like, it's no different to the reason why they love you as a person. It's no different than putting that on a beat.
That's so true because I think my hood wouldn't have my back as much as they do now if I carried on with the lingo. Because there was this one thing I realized. I was at the shops, ne? So we have our Pakistani Somali bros. We get there. Usually you get there like, hey my friend, can you give me loaf white and makanda there? And they know exactly what you want, ne? But so me, I had this thing of speaking proper English with them, ne?
Oh yeah,
So now
too.
now imagine that the shop is packed, ne? All of you guys are standing there. Someone to buy whatever they want to buy. Your mamas are here, your kids are here. Now I get to the front and the pressure that is behind me is suddenly heavy because it's either I'm gonna say, so my friend, come no fight there, or I say, sorry, can I please have? So one thing about me, I'm like, let me do that one. Let me do the latter. So I'm like, sorry, can I please have like bread, white bread, and a Coke, like 2 liter Coke, please. Thank you. Usually you don't even say thank you when you get to you don't even say thank you, you don't even say please. You even say, hey, my friend, just give me love white.
Yeah, you just get straight to it.
So me, I'll be like, thank you and please.
Yeah.
And since like I had a bit of Arabic experience at primary school at Rylands, so I would come and greet. So I'd be like, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The next thing, they start catching like, hey, you're very beautiful. Don't take me home because I can speak. So it got to a point where once I did, my friend, can you please give me a loaf of white Albany bread? And they would say, my friend, man, talk proper. I don't understand what you say. I'm like, you can't be saying that, but I was trying to be polite.
Hey, when I'm trying to accommodate you.
Exactly. That's when I knew it's not about the most influential language. It's not about the fact that everyone knows how to speak English. That's not what it's about. It's about what you want to teach. And what you want to say the way you want to say it.
It's the energy.
There's some things that you can't translate from Xhosa to English.
Yeah.
I get big trouble when I'm dealing with corporate and big businesses. And now I have to, and maybe like it was part of a campaign and I have to make a song. And I make a song about that brand or that campaign or whatnot. At some point it will come to, yeah, Dee, can you please give us your lyrics? And can you please give us the translation?
Yeah, I hate that.
That's when I put it short or something because it's so hard to translate.
Yeah.
I can easily translate Xhosa sencwadi, like Xhosa from the book.
Okay.
For example, okay. Xhosa ayifani neXhosa sam asifani.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because Eastern Cape Xhosa and PE Xhosa and Cape Town Xhosa and Khayelitsha Xhosa is different.
It's not the same.
Because it's what I speak is street. So it's Totsitao. It's not book Xhosa. I wouldn't go to Eastern Cape and speak this Xhosa. They wouldn't get
It's
me.
not literature.
I would be weird, So it's that's the difference. So if you,
it's cultural.
yes, that's why I say I do it for the culture. That's why there's an album called For the Culture, because I had to, not but I had to, but for myself I had to do it for the culture and for my hood. Because I promise you, I don't think my hood would have had my back as much as they do now if I was rapping in English.
And they have your back on a high level,
because they understand what I'm saying, because I'm speaking what they see, because they see it with me.
And you speak for them too.
Yeah, I mean, how many people do you think want to be rappers and singers, but they don't have abilities?
Millions of people.
So many.
Pretty much everybody, and I think
everybody too.
Everybody, I think that, like, the way to even dissect how that is true is that is the reason why artists become celebrities. That's why people celebrate you for being that. Is because deep down they wish they could.
Yeah, and like even when they like, the DMs we get are so. Hey,
we're going to the DMs,
bro. Like now, I'm just like putting it on. Like it's so hard to. I know. Hey, we can't go to the DMs. Those ones.
The DMs.
They shock me every day. just newcomers to my DMs every day. But I mean in the sense of like from a fan point of view, they I understand.
The next one is gonna be the one. It's called. Woo.
Okay. It's gonna,
So,
cause yeah,
yeah.
we're close,
So,
we're close to that one.
Sorry.
Okay.
Keep going.
No, you got me excited. I feel like it's like from a fan side of things, because all of us have been fans before. Before we were these people.
You have to be a fan.
So we look at these artists and these celebrities like they have it all figured out. They know how their life is gonna pan out. They look like they're rich, you know. So, like like
That's a very specific way to put it. They look like they're rich.
Yes. Once you get on TV, your hood thinks you're.
It's an immediate assumption.
They think you have millions and billions and you have like 3
on.
cars and a mansion, because it's what TV has sold.
Yeah.
That's why we also got into this industry so quickly when we were like, oh, no, I want to be a rapper. Because what we were seeing on
So
the
I thought, I'm going to get the money, the
all
cars.
things,
Yeah, come on, let's go.
hands, different hands.
Let's go.
Bro, we in.
Let's go.
Can't you're going to rap for 10 years and struggle and fight
And
energies.
cry, blood, sweat, and tears.
Well, lele.
And they're going to tell you work. They're going to say things. They're going to
They're
hurt
gonna
your
say, "Give up."
feelings.
They're going to say, not this one.
They say you're not the one. They say,
Bro.
yo.
So once I made that kind of music, from Okratman, like in the industry, they were like, who are you? Like, who the hell? Where do you come from?
Yeah.
And I'm like, the thing that I want to show is, as much as there's talent in the hood, there is. But, sometimes what screams very loud is the personality.
Yeah, that screams the
It
loudest.
screams so loud.
Yeah.
And like how you carry yourself and what you project and how you articulate your words and how you put out your sentences and how you know that if you want to be a free person in the industry and then you choose to be a free-spirited person, you're given greatest respect because it's so hard
Because it's hard to do.
be free because it's too judged.
Yeah.
And you want to get these brands and these big companies to work with you because you need to act a certain way. Imagine, like for example, me, I can't send a proposal to Colgate. Because their teeth are straight in the adverts. My teeth is... So I need to know where I need to go. Maybe a braces company.
Know thyself.
But not Colgate. I can't go there. It's those small things that you feel like you need to change yourself for. You find there's people, we have artists and celebrities in different careers that have had to change themselves or they look or whatever because of what they want to apply to, which I do not discriminate because if you want something specific and you know what to do to get it,
go get it.
Me, I won't charge.
Yeah.
Like, for example, there's probably someone who's judging me right now for being probably a hand who drinks beer or something. The way I've been judged by that, it became so boring that it was like such a boring fight to say what is wrong with the hand drinking beer. I think the TV has done a lot of influence in our brains and our thoughts.
Of course.
I'm sure you had different thoughts than before you have watched TV. You understand what I'm saying? But we don't know that because that's what we don't know.
Yeah.
Because I think now people are not watching TV and they're becoming more into their heads, which is exactly what was supposed to happen from the start.
That's how it should have been, yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, TV, everything is perfect there. It's edited, everything is cleaned and cut and done.
Yeah.
So your mistakes aren't shown. Meaning, to the people who are watching, they think you don't have mistakes.
Yeah, facts.
You understand?
Yeah.
Whereas if something was purely shown, for example, reality
You're
show.
such a smart young lady.
How do you make a reality show but you plan the script? Or not even planning the script. You say, okay, I'm going to need you to come out of the room and we're going to shoot that again. Where's the reality?
There's no reality in the
there.
reality show, yeah.
There can't be. Or sometimes they give you pointers to start drama in a reality show because the thing is, it can't just be happiness the whole show. That's not normal. What's normal is fights in between.
That's what they need, yeah.
That's what they need. Hence why they've made hip-hop as well a chat that someone needs to fight someone in hip hop for hip hop to be hip hop. Hence why for me I struggle with it because
You haven't fought, no?
I haven't fought. I could have.
You haven't fought. You
I
sure?
could have fought so many times.
Yeah.
Yo.
They tried you.
Yeah, I could have been a petty hand. I could have been.
And you seem ready to fight also.
It takes a lot for me to not.
To not fight.
Uh-huh.
I get you on that.
Because the thing is, I'd want to retaliate, like now, because I'm used to it. Then I'd call my team and be like, guys, if I fucking do this and I say this to this fucking team, what's going to happen? I do not know.
Yeah.
The brand, they
I type and delete like 100 times a day.
Fuck, I'm not going to lose my bag over this. I'm not going to give this brew free airtime.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's going to die out. Because if I don't retaliate, it's going to keep quiet.
Yeah, it's just gonna die. Yeah,
but the more you saying I'm fighting with Zinga and Zinga's fighting with me, then the more they're gonna want to hear Zinga, and Zinga's gonna say something about you. They're gonna say,
giving Zinga
Dee,
life.
Zinga said something about Dee. I'm like, oh really? Oh, you know what? Fuck Zinga. You know, now I'm giving Zinga another free airtime.
Giving him a platform.
Exactly.
Because now they wanna hear him come back again.
So now the thing is about our fight, not even about your personal things and your career or the hit you just dropped or something. What they want to hear is, what is this? What fight is this? So that's why I don't engage in fights. And it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Because I want to.
Because you want to fight.
I want to side my...
You want all the smoke.
Like, it's like, imagine me and you were like best buddies, ne? And
I can't imagine
we
that,
get into a fight and you say, yo, but Dee, I've done this and this and this and this to you. And you say it in a public platform. It takes a lot for me to not say what I've done for you. Because I know.
So not say it back.
And you know, I know.
Motherfucker, don't
you know, I know, but yo, if ever I open my mouth, you're gonna perish.
You're gonna perish.
You're gonna die. But the reason why you say that is because you know I won't say.
Because you know I'm better than that.
You know I won't say.
You're taking advantage of the fact that I'm better than that.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. I rather look like the wimp.
Yeah.
I look like I'll catch the elephant.
You have to take it on the chin, yeah.
But dog, I'm not gonna reply and say you. Zinga, I used to give him sugar when his mom didn't have. I'm not gonna do that shit, bro. That thing came out of my heart. And if it came out of my heart, me counting it for you is taking the
heart away
from me.
Yeah.
And for me, it's because I loved you, bro.
That's
it's
genuine,
not because
yeah.
I just finessed. And I did it because I want to count it afterwards. You know, that's not what I'm here for. But, you know, you do get relationships where it's basically just, you do this for me, I do this for you.
Yeah. Which is the city that you're saying you avoid living in. We spoke about that off camera and you're like, the level of pretense and like just how real you are, I can't imagine you being able to deal with that.
That's the trouble part. I think if I went to training of being fake, maybe I would have not been bothered by energies and stuff. If I went to training of fake it till you make it and I got my honors and my, you know, because the people out there with honors, bro, they live that shit. Nah.
Like too ready.
Now I get into even an event, and let's say it's an event and we are all under the same roof.
Yeah.
Like the stage is there, Mara VIP of the artist Nat Songsla.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt how heavy that is? You've been saying, someone will come to you and be like, yeah, I heard your shit. Your shit's dope, you know. And you're like, thanks, bro. Thanks. And it's, thank you for real. Maybe you meant it. Thank you for real. But it's heavy. It's heavy because now I'm actually thinking, do you really mean it? You're having my mind, okay? That's me. I'm going to overthink what you just said.
Yeah.
Does he mean it? Did he look like he meant it? Fabo. When you saw him say that, you know,
did
like
it look real.
The thing is, I want to reciprocate the same energy back to you.
Yeah.
And I can't do that if I can't read your pureness. If I'm reading a heavy energy or something that sounds like you've said too often, and that's my gut. That I'm just gonna say thank you because I can't retaliate it back because I don't purely feel so.
Yeah.
It's like if ever someone came to me and say, yo, I'm this guy and I rap as well and I've heard your shit and you're dope. And let's say it's someone that is dope, but I don't know of them. Yeah. I'll be like, sorry, bro, like, what do you do?
Yeah.
And then if people find it offensive.
It's offensive to a lot of people. Yeah.
How do you not know me? and especially here.
Yeah,
I'm like,
especially here.
yo, you need to know, because if
Like,
you
for me, as smashers, people found me very offensive because I didn't know who they were. Like, and you know, the worst part about people finding that offensive is the people who find it most offensive are the people who work behind the scenes.
I get you.
Which is ironic because it's like, but you work behind the scenes. Like, of course I don't know who you are. It's like, I know the people from the scene, yes.
But behind...
For you to be offended that I don't know that you are the CEO of Metro FM, and who knows that? Why? How should I know that? Like, so now I just spoke to you just as... Now you feel like, oh, this kid is not...
Yeah, that's why I said to you, but Aibo, from Smashes to Zinger. You know? So I was like, me, I'm familiar with the Smashes.
Yeah.
The Zinger wings, that side, I'm not quite sure.
You're not as convinced.
I'm like, But like, I'm having this conversation as a Smashes fan.
Yeah.
Not as a Zinger.
I'm also a Smashes fan.
Are your fans going to be called
Zinger,
Zingers?
As I'm a Smashes fan
but
also.
Are your fans going to be called Zingers?
I don't... I wonder what we're going to call them because, yeah, I guess I have to build a fan base. What are your fans called? Are they koalas?
Hey, if they want to be koalas, they're koalas. If they want to be Janiswas or Connie girls, they are Connie girls.
Oh, yeah, because I've seen you with that Connie talk. Like, it's the Kylie motion.
I think it's like a signature.
Yeah.
The ooh ad-lib and the tico and the woozet and your goni.
Yeah.
Those are the signatures.
Those are like Dee Koala signatures. How did you come up with their name?
It wasn't a deep thought, yes. It was what I've known about my hood. So everything had to start from my surroundings. So when you came to your woozet song, woozet was around the time of your Qurans. So a Qurans is when a gang fights, gangsterism. So it was big in Kailicha.
Super Kailicha.
I mean, it was even on cutting edge. I'm just sort of flex, but like
cutting edge.
Guys, you were on TV, like it was bad. So it was more of like a territorial situation. You can't go to this section because, it's like people from the south can't go to the north because, it used to be about girls, used to be about swag. So it was crazy. So it was a big thing.
Did you thug it out?
I had to, dog, because at high school came to a time where I was traveling by bus. So it was the first time I was taking public transport. So I mean, like I'm being pitched on quick kind. I won't lie. Yeah, but so when I had to take bus for high school, I was scared because I'm like, dog, I'm used to my dad and the transport. Now there's no transport, there's no dad. We have to take the bus. Took the bus. Then there was just a routine of if you take your 7 a.m. bus, just know, okay, the fight starts in the past. Or you're gonna get robbed in the past. Or a gangster's gonna shell at you, and you're gonna have to say yes because saying no, he's gonna get mad. And I found like you just wanna be like, yeah, we are dating, but just to get out of the scene. Morphing it down, sit down on a Friday.
How to maneuver town
fights,
also, yeah.
School fights as well. So it coming from a Muslim primary school. And the Muslim primary school also like taught me authority and respect, and because even the culture, the Islamic culture is very on point.
Yeah,
like there's rules, there's certain things. So I couldn't have braids in primary school. Boys' hair couldn't get to the collar, so you got your hair. Certain things at 10 a.m. when the adhan goes on, you have a slice of your bread. Then 11 a.m.
When the host?
Adhan, it's a sound, it's a calling.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
prayer.
Oh yeah. When there's the
sound,
nigga that's singing that handle. Yeah.
If it hits at 10, then we having a lunch and we're washing our hands. Then we carry on with the lesson. And at 11, it's break time. You go play outside. And there's sports, there's inter-houses and whatnot.
That's
when
fine.
I went to high school, Now my high school was
Freelancing
totally
it.
different to that. It was the opposite. It was danger. Yeah, well, I won't even mention the name of the school. And
Come on, for the people in your town. Come on.
I love my school though, but damn, it was crazy. I will just say it was in Woodstock. It was around those streets. You guys know.
They'll know.
They'll know. The thing is, I got there and my mom was like, "Don't worry, since we applied late, when you get to grade 9, you're gonna find another school. Don't worry." I'm like, "Nah, it's fine. I'll stay here." He's like, "No, this is a dangerous school. You can't." I'm like, "Mom, I'll stay here. It's fine." I'm like, "Why do you feel need to stay?" Because I'm like, I feel like I can't ever be placed in a place where I'm not supposed to be placed at. So I'm like, if I'm meant to go to the school, I'm gonna go to the school. I'm gonna finish, no matter how difficult it's gonna be. So my mom was like, "You wanna learn on the you think about smart,
Hey.
it's fine."
That's exactly what my mind said to that kid.
Bro.
Yeah, I said the same
Then
thing.
I went. Man, just grade 8.
Imagine.
Me, I'm proper. My bag is full with all my books. You're
on your straight and narrow.
Everything is, my hair's neat, it's tight.
You're on your
There's no one
alhamdulillah.
loose ass, nothing. I'm on point, I'm on time. Actually, I think I was one of the first people to get to school. I get there, I'm trying to walk around the school just to see what the premises looks like. Hey, I'm seeing dirty things, toilets and everything. I just odd. They're not what I'm used to. I'm like, it's fine. That's not the biggest problem here.
Composure.
Let's just wait it out. Let's just see how the day goes. Assembly time. I'm telling you, Zinga. Oh, it's one of the days I'll never forget. It's assembly. The bell just rang, and we're standing in the lines. Ne? So as we're standing in the lines, your grade 8 has like 4 lines because grade A, B, and what. So we're all standing, and January most it's summer, so the sun is shining on your forehead and your new freckles or something.
Yeah.
It's on there, and you're just standing there, and the teachers walk in between the aisles, right? I'm standing in this line. I look in front of me. There was this like tall girl in front of me. She had a soft red, ne? Mara, it was blue and red. That's what I knew. There's the authority, yeah.
Now we're actually outside here. We're outside.
Haibo, the boys have mohawks, and hey, I was like, maybe I can see. And then one thing I love about one thing I also like learned from like one of my colored friends is expression. So whether or not they have a jersey that's navy and a school color, they will come with a pink jersey to school and say, "No, Mus, it was cold. It was cold, Mus, I can't find my jersey. It's in the washing." And you can't fight it because it might be true. But like they were so
fire. Colored people are so like that.
I have a friend.
Facts.
Ashley would come to school once a year with slippers on.
Yeah.
And they would ask, "Ashley, now what?" "No, Mus, it's slipper day." And we Googled it, and there is a thing called slipper day.
That's
and
funny.
they couldn't fight her because it was a thing.
Because it was an actual thing.
I learned being a free spirit and expressing yourself at that school because my mom thought I was going to learn the worst. But yes, every second day there was fights after school and in between. Of course, there was rebelliousness. Of course, I also rebelled.
Of course.
I've been in the office too many times.
Yeah.
But my grade 8 was smooth because I was still fresh. So I was
You're
still doing
still-
nice. I was
you're
abiding
still
by the
Islam.
rules, you know? And it was so crazy because when I was in English class, which was my most excelling class, because I still read a lot of books. So that school expected black kids to not be good at literature. They were expecting that kakate, like originally.
Yeah.
So me coming through with all my books seemed weird to the whole class. They were like, "Why you have all your books here? We're not doing anything on the first day. Are you mad? Are you just? Why are you packing everything with you?
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're smart?
Yeah.
Oh, you must think you're smart now because you have all your stuff with you." And it wasn't even like that. It was just
Your
those things to me
colored
was just.
accent is impeccable.
I mean, I'm from Cape Town. What do you think?
Of course, right?
I've been
Yeah.
around them. I have friends that are colored and everything. But
I'm sure you've spoken like that
I love their
half
culture.
your life.
The thing is, it happens when you're speaking to someone your accent does
automatically.
something weird, But like after some time,
It's like when you speak to Nigeria, it's like
you put the Nigerian words,
you
You'll
just
be speaking like this, and the next thing you say, you say, oh God, out of the blue because you're speaking to that blue.
just because, yeah.
And I think one of my first times, even when I came to Joburg, when I started speaking to, when I used to speak to Choppin and Blackie,
Yeah.
I was learning my Zulu through them. Like that was
But
something.
that's the Durban.
But that's also how I learn. Like you need to correct me when I say something offside. I want to learn, Marasam is Kati, and then at some point we got to your grade 10. I get grade 10. I was feeling cool. I was like, yeah.
That's when you got in your bag.
Because in my primary school, I used to be bullied. So I was like telling myself, in high school, I saw there's no one who's going to bully me. There's no way. And
you're tired of it.
I was sick. I was
like, nah, I can't live like this.
I can't live. You know how long high school is? Even though it's 5 years, it's long because of the endurance and the schoolwork. So when you got to
that's
grade
like
10,
peak also of your childhood.
Yeah, you're a teenager though.
Because also you expect for it to be lit for you.
It's decision making of your life at the end. You're given 5 years to make decisions of your life, basically. So when I got to grade 9, I had the leading marks in your English, and
that's fire.
You wouldn't believe. I told you that's fire, Chum. Because do you know what I'm saying? Don't say that's fire. Don't say that's fire because me at home, if I come home with 50%, I'm in trouble. Nice. Yeah. But the passing rate at my school was 40. So when kids would get 40, they would scream and like yes, just me, I'm stressed. So what they would do when they say your marks is they'll say from lowest to highest. So even if my name is after Zingers, generally in the register, I can't expect that when they're calling marks because it's not going to be read out in that way. Yeah. So it's going to be read from lowest to highest. So my name would be said last and the highest mark would be 60%. Highest. And it would be a thing. Like, it would be saying, and you know what, guys? This is the first time that...
hey, I'm a speech before.
Oh, guys. Listen, my friends are hugging me.
That's so familiar for me.
I'm getting a lecture when I get home with this 60%. And I pulled up my socks. I didn't get comfortable with the 60. So I was going for your 70s and your 80s because I'm like, I'm not going to get comfortable because it's supposed to be. Grade 10 came, I had to choose subjects.
Decisions.
Now I have to understand. If I have to choose subjects and someone doesn't even know what they want to do when they finish and hasn't even realized that they want to do music or anything, but now you have to make a choice now.
Which means you don't want to do any of this shit.
Like if I was asked to take a year of thinking of what I want to do in order for me to pick, I would have taken the year before I picked my subjects. Because, dude, I picked it as what it was supposed to look like. Like you are looked as clever if you pick your pure maths and your what. So I picked according to that. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna look. I am smart, but at that time it was considered smart if you do those stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm there thinking I'm smart with picking your accounting, baba, pure maths, baba, life science, bincha, and your what you call.
Physics, let's go.
Yo, kanti. Ha.
Awubuzange langeni.
First time. I'm strong. Yeah. We're gonna kill this.
I got it.
Pure maths, end of mark, 17%. Pa! What did you? 17. Mom got mad. What is this?
What's going on here?
You know what? I think the school is so disruptive, man. I think let me also do extra classes. Okay, fine. Extra classes at school, so you go on Saturdays at school as well. I'm like, yeah.
Shit.
Fine. Physics, 20%. Not yo. I'm not ready for this one. Life science, life is something, life. I know life. Yeah. So when it came to things,
it's easier to understand.
With life science, I'm not gonna say I was an A+ student, but like it's life science.
It wasn't hard.
It wasn't that hard. Only when it comes to your pluses and what is what in what body and whatever. That was it, the labeling and whatnot. But that was it. But life science wasn't a big trouble. But when you went to your accounting, you see, guys, there.
That's the big
That's
boy
when I knew,
shit.
but I don't know money yet. I felt like accounting was a money problem.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like if
That's
you
a financial
guys, I'm in
issue.
grade 10. I don't even have a debit card, but I'm out here doing retail and debiting
Why
people's
do I
bank.
need this?
I'm debiting John's account. That time I don't even know how much tax is and yeah, well, so I'm like, it was a bit of troublesome for me, and that was also when I was getting into my adolescence, teenager drama phase. When I was, and also my school didn't have extra subjects like drama and arts, and so you had to do those things. Therefore, I couldn't say I don't want to do accounting, I want to do drama or theater. Or there wasn't those things, so I couldn't choose. Then it came to a point where we are with these subjects, and every term we are failing. And
Ish. And
English
failing
is
not
doing good.
nice.
Everything else is doing good, but we are
English, you
failing.
the highest.
Bruh, I'm never your 80s, dog.
You the one
You
there.
don't even ask about it.
Yeah.
But now when I get home, it's like, Dee, what's the problem? Like, what are you struggling in? Sorry. And the car, like, makelezi le kaya dog, like they.
Yeah, ubala maloya, but
Bro,
no
so my mom looked at me
band.
like another one, or that's gonna have a proper situation. And it's like, I wasn't, you know, and she didn't look at me like less than her other kids. She was just like, I'm trying very hard to support you, but you need to at least finish high school, and then maybe we can start somewhere. So I was just going, yeah. And that's when all my personal life drama started to affect me, and around grade 10 is also the time when I started like tasting alcohol and stuff. So that's why I was failing.
Please hold it there. Grade 10 started tasting alcohol. I need to go pee because of this alcohol.
Let's go pee, because I need to go as well.
Please. In grade 10 is your first taste of beer. This is what
No,
you said.
not really. But it was like I was going through it. I was very depressed. I was going through a tough time. So it was when I was realizing that like my mom left me when I was, so I felt kind of some betrayal, and I wasn't getting answers. So I was starting to just being rebellious, because I think it was for attention, man. It wasn't because I wanted to do those things, because like I felt like I needed attention. And once I did, I stopped. But with my schoolwork, it was going like bad, because I wasn't focusing on school. I was focusing more on my personal problems. And the reason why I was focusing on my personal problems is because no one was giving attention to it. So I had to be okay. I had to force myself to be okay within time, so that I can move on quicker and do work quicker. So luckily I passed grade 10, and then when it went to luckily like scraped, and then when we went to grade 11, I told myself I want to switch subjects for the best of me, because I'm not feeling like I can 100% handle school pressure and my personal life at this point, because my personal life is not doing the most.
Personal was rocking.
So I went to, I did some research about maths lit, because it had literature, and I'm good at literature. So I put the two together, and first time maths lit 80%.
Come on
Don't
now.
blame me.
Went crazy.
Then I went to
Bossed
business.
up.
Then I went to business and kept accounting, but left physics and kept life science. So did good, passed well at school. Then matric, Wuzet came about 2016.
You made Wuzet in matric?
The music video came out 2017. The song was done in 2016. While I was in matric.
That's crazy. Like
And
you're,
the first Benek.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I was going to talk about the fact that you counted all these things that seemed to be disadvantages to your upbringing when you were growing up.
Yeah.
But earlier, because obviously you've done some work in your mental, and in retrospect, you realize that these things were blessings.
Yeah.
And that's obviously because they all have come together to build the artist that you've become today. Yes, I'm assuming that's
No,
where you
you-
come from when you
that's
say
true.
it's a blessing. No?
Yeah.
So, how did you become a rapper? Like, what's the deciding moment that okay, this is what I do?
It'd be okay. I used to listen to music by the I listened to music, all kinds of music, but the thing that would happen is I wouldn't picture the artist performing it while I'm listening to it. I'd picture myself performing
Okay,
it
that's interesting.
or singing it.
Yeah.
But then there was a part that came to me like, I don't like the way that I'm picturing myself singing another person's song or performing another person's song. And then my friend Umpide was like, make a song, bro, because the knowledge you have of music is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not just hip hop, it's all
Yeah,
kinds.
you've got the mix.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. Then I did one song. I never said this on anything, but my first song ever was called Six Stitches.
6 Stitches.
Yeah.
Is this the Connie lifestyle?
No, the thing is, so this guy here, it was 6 stitches. Oh, I
Okay.
got stitched 6 times.
Okay.
So it made me feel gangster there. And the thing is there. Wait. The thing is, I'm still rapping in English. So it's giving, for me, it was giving American, chopper, what.
Yeah.
So I was like, the hook was so whack. It was like, I got 6 stitches. I got 6 stitches. Then my friend is like, show me. And I'm like, what do you mean? But we didn't get these stitches with being in a gang, what, So at some point, after
So
that,
you were making it feel thuggish.
it's what I was seeing on TV. So I was
So
like,
how did you get the 6 stitches though?
it's a long story
Okay.
for another day.
Okay.
Hopefully you bring me back
Next
and we tell
time,
that
yeah,
story.
next time, yeah.
But regardless of that, that's when I was like, nah, English and rapping, Uwuzet, when Uwuzet came out, when I chose to do Uwuzet was because I was just asking what's up with everyone, basically. Uwuzet is what's up, basically. I'm just checking everyone out.
Checking out the vibes.
If I do this, what would you feel? What's up? What would you feel? So when that came out, people made me feel like I should do more. And that's how it just carried on.
That's when the Dee Koala that we have now started connecting.
Yes.
And you said this is in Madrid.
Yeah, officially, the biggest song to come out was Wuzet, and it was 2016.
What's that like to have that in Madrid?
For me, it was dope because now I knew what I wanted to do when I leave high school.
Yeah, because you hadn't.
Because I didn't know, no. But I even tried to get a 9 to 5. I got a 9 to 5.
What was the 9 to 5?
Then I got fired. And then life went on.
You have a
Then
lot
Ricky
of stories
called me,
to tell us.
And Ricky was like, I saw your clip on YouTube or whatever, and I want you to come over for Major League Gardens.
Clip of
And
what?
So what he used to do was on his free time he would browse through YouTube.
Rest in peace to Ricky, by the way. Yeah.
He would browse on YouTube, not searching for new talent, but just trying to keep up with what's outside.
Yeah.
And then he got onto my 30-second clip of just freestyling a hook, and that was enough for him. And he was like, "Yo, pull up."
Was this freestyle viral or?
I don't think it was viral as such. It wasn't viral. He was.
He's just that in the bag.
Yeah, that's how he always been.
Ricky.
Though. He'll come through with things that you guys have never heard of.
You're a Ricky cosign, ne?
Yes, I am. I'm a Ricky baby.
I saw some fuck ass niggas on what is that? On what? What's the show? The reality show.
Love and hip hop.
I saw them pressing you. Those girls are from your hood or what? What was
They're
that?
from another hood, but they're from Cape Town.
Yeah, they from. I saw them like, hey, the only reason why now is cause Ricky, and it's like.
What can we say, bro? I mean, one thing.
Why didn't you guys just swear at those people?
No, but I think I stood my ground because if I fell in for that chat, then if I said, "Oh no, we hear you," I saw that. I wouldn't have been satisfied with what I'd done. So for me, I just had to say, but there's a time and place, and there's a timing for someone's career. God makes that timing. You don't. So whether this happened on what you have knowledge of, I cannot dispute it from you. But what I can do is teach you where and how it started.
I
if you
couldn't
want
believe
to
it.
know. You understand? So I could have been a person who could have started a fight out of it. But instead, I said, but if you want to have this chat and want to know how my come up was, call me and we will have this chat instead of us fighting.
'Cause-
But despite that whole thing, I was not even bothered by that because for me it means a lot. Ricky, I remember telling my family, but there's no way I'm ever gonna pay for a flight ngemali if I'm trying to do rap. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna take out money and get on a flight and go to Joburg and just try and say hi to every celebrity. For a Samis team, for him now.
Yeah.
For him now. I don't care how anyone can maneuver the way they want to maneuver, but him now it was in a personal situation. Okay, because I think it has to do with the thing of chilling with Grootmans a lot.
Yeah.
The thing of just like
The
being,
Goodman juice is
yeah,
very.
it's potent because now I'm like, hey, if I come up to sing, I'm like, you singer. It's gonna make me feel some type of way, not him, but me.
Yeah.
So it's crazy the way he found me. It's the way I wanted to be found,
Fire.
and I feel like he knew it because first flight to Joburg, first 2,000 audience, first plane ride, first Joburg time.
Come on,
And it was
Ricky
because of
Rick.
my talent, and this is what I wanted. And after that, he didn't like ask me. He didn't just be like, hey, okay, now we're done. He was like on my tail, like checking if I was okay and whatever. Even when I would be like going through the most and depressed, I can call him at 3 a.m. and he would answer. Even drunken calls, he would answer my calls. And if my airtime finishes, he calls back.
Yeah.
It was that bad. And like,
He was a real one.
he just liked me for me, for who I was, not even about anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That was a
that's how
beautiful
that
thing
big
about Ricky.
Thing started. It was Young Chief coming through for Tatako remix. Then that's
your
how
like
you guys got to know.
commercial introduction,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
Which they also like. That's the only way you got on the category. Like, I hate that when people just sit at home and make excuses for why you're the one that made it and not them. Like, yeah, no, it's cause when are you and then nigga, shut up. Like,
I'm not the leader of your future. I can't make way for. I can't make a plan for you. I can make way, but the way you're gonna structure that road I'm trying to give, it's gonna be up to you. So I can't. It's up to you how you take a path that I'm trying to create for other people.
yeah.
If you wanna take it as a handout and you don't like handouts, I'll go shop. Leave it. If you wanna take it the way you wanna take it, okay.
Yeah.
But I think as artists, we're all here to create platforms for everyone that's coming through because we know how hard it is to come through and make it in the
Get
industry.
in here, yeah. Is the Ricky cosign have a lot to do with who Dee Koala is as an artist today?
I think I established myself as an artist way before, but I was very scared about how Joburg was going to perceive me because I felt like a lot of people were like the same in terms of energies because you never knew anyone for who they are in Joburg. You just know what they show you. So when I got closer with Ricky, it showed me a different light. But I learned from him is that you guys do have personalities, but sometimes there's an act that has to be done in the light.
Yeah.
But once you chill with them behind the lights, there's a personality, there's deeper thoughts, there's a person with the brain. So he taught me that yes, you need to be consistent, but also don't forget who you are. So he knew I was a superstar before I thought I was. So it for when he would say it, I already felt that he knew because he used to lift me up and be like, bro. The first day I got into his car, I told Begson, I have a USB, play my shit. I'm not gonna ride in the car listening to other people. We're gonna listen
Not
to
even
me.
Ricky, not even listening to him. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, one hour now. We don't even know each other like that, but we are like that already.
That's
so,
fire.
I mean, he just made me appreciate who I am. And I think that I still am close to who I am.
And I say that because today, like seeing you today, you came with a production like as big as mine for Choppin It. Like you're her. Like you, yeah, like you
I
you
guess so.
actually live it. Like you're doing this.
Uh-huh.
Like you're in the bag of being a rapper and living as such.
Yes, because I think what comes with once you understand how long you've been uh, rapping, sometimes if I'm being honest with myself, um, I might be honest for other artists that haven't been honest with themselves as well. When you are in the industry and you're a rapper, um, it's the okay. There's a period where it's amazing to be a rapper. Né? Maybe like when you start to like your third or fourth year. Your
Just a
third
rapper.
year, you start thinking about okay. Besides rapping, how else am I gonna bring money? How else am I gonna work? Then you register your brand as a business, and then you start thinking you now all of a sudden you have a business mind. So you work with big companies and you start being on a corporate level for your brand, which is exciting, but also you become a serious person and you realize that music can be the key, but also it can branch you into different things within the industry of entertainment. Tomorrow I can be doing radio at YFM and still be a rapper.
I do like your
And
voice. Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
And like a year after that, I can be a presenter at MTV Base.
Why not?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just what you choose to pull and push from the within the industry and what you choose to make work for you. So I feel like music, yes, but am I gonna be a rapper forever? Doubt it.
That's not exciting, né? To rap forever.
It's not forever.
Not forever.
So with that being said, when once I started performing with your cotton fests and whatnot, that's when I started taking my career seriously. And after I think the third or fourth cotton fest I attended, we did for the culture. Third. Yes. The third cotton fest we handled, we brought up my event for the culture, which is inspired by Cotton Fest Online.
Fire.
And for the culture is an event that basically has a big lineup with your up and coming, your popping, and you're already there, people.
Fire.
And it starts from whatever genre you do, whether you rap or you sing or you poetic or DJing, whatever you're doing, you fit into the creative space because it's called for the culture because it's a creative space. So the first one, our main act was the late Ricky Rick. It was in Kailicha. He was there.
Oh, that's so
Which was one of
fire.
my biggest memories. The second one, it was at Hearty in Woodstock, and the leads were your Magleras and me, of course.
Come on
And
now.
your Alphas and your Hennies and your DJs, your Sir Vincent, your DJ Lloyds.
Yeah.
And it was that, and your Choppers as well. And the third one
Shout out
now,
to Chopper, yeah.
the different thing about this one. So this is the third one.
What, the third one, right? This is the third annual.
Yes, which is the one that's happening this year. The one that's
Do you have
happening
a
this
date?
year, it's a 2-day tournament. So usually it's a 1 day.
You're already on your 2-day shit.
I'm already on my 2-day shit.
Come on
so
now.
your 29th and your 30th of September for the culture is happening. It's at the same location as the last place, which is Hearty Collective at Woodstock, and that's in Cape Town. The tickets are available. They are on my bio.
Already?
Yes, already. We're already up and running.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys are not playing, man.
no, it's very serious for us. Teams and businesses are on board. Sponsors are on board. Shout out to everyone that's on board already. I can't say much about the event, but I am going to say for it to be a 2-day tournament, it's a big deal. And that means the lineup is going
Are you
to
gonna
be
fly me
crazy.
out? I can come in.
Zinga winga.
What the hell?
Zinga winga.
Come with the production. We'll capture you or
We'll
something.
talk about favors. We'll talk about
We'll figure things
we'll
out,
talk about the
man.
favors.
Our friendship's still new.
Yeah, it's still
We'll
fresh.
take our time.
Yes. But yeah, that's what's happening right
That's super fire. We'll talk more about that next time you come back.
now. For sure.
You Adidas, of course.
Yes, sir.
Your deal with them is international.
Yes, yes,
It's,
it is. But I've been with
it's a.
Eddie for like 4 years
Is
now.
it 4 years now? Are
Yes,
you independent, firstly?
yes, I am.
And you've been with Adidas for 4 years.
Yes, sir.
Are we clapping or no? Come on now. What? That's fire.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it like 2016, 2017? 2016, eh? Fresh off the jet. Sports in capsule. One of the first sports in capsules. I was dressed in Eddie, and I represented the brand very well. And the brand was like, I would dig the way you
Like,
put
we
the clothes
like this,
together.
yeah.
And the thing is, the tough thing about sportswear is people outside think sportswear is just sportswear. Whereas if you actually walk in the shop, you can get what you like and mix it with what you like. And they like the way I put things together. And that's why right now, Adidas is one of the leading brands in the creative culture space. And that's why
Which
they
you're
chose
now a
me.
face of.
Yeah,
Like, I see you there on
also with
YouTube
Home of
when I'm
Classics, there's a
checking out.
global campaign. There's a skater guy, Lil J, which I've like just met at the campaign as well.
Yeah.
So Home of Classics is your gazelles, your sambas, your superstars, and your forums, and that's
is like-
how it meaning it being home of classics. When you say home, it's comfortability. Classics is OG status, things that have been there. Who do you know has been wearing superstars? Your OGs have been wearing superstars.
Yeah.
Your gazelles, your sambas. You have your soccer players in your sambas as well. So it's just like a reminder. Home of Classics, the campaign is a reminder of the originality of Adidas,
Yeah.
which is how I took it. So me being the it girl for the main face for it was because I'm always in my original space.
That's how you ended that? Because you're always in your originals. That's fire.
Stop it.
That's fire. Shit.
Yeah.
That's because I see you there on like YouTube when I'm checking my podcast. Like,
Then you just find me as
checking
an
the
advert.
comments,
You
like,
just
you're right there. You and Maclera are there,
Yeah.
like just guys are there like this with the.
you know.
I'm like, okay. Like it's different for me because I came in the game like when I was y'all's age in the game. It was just being signed alone was like a big deal,
Yeah.
and then being on radio is a big deal. Like now, you guys, like me saying you came with a team almost as big as mine to make this show is like. It's still mind blowing for me, and it's like you guys do it like it's nothing. It's like, oh yeah, I just came here. I've got such and such, yeah, such and such. They do my hair, they do my, and then they do my, and then yeah, I did us 4 years, and then yeah, 3 years of my own show.
know?
And it's like, wait, what?
I get you. I think it's just how seriously I started taking myself because it's my bread and butter. It's not the only thing, but it's one of the only things that I love to do. And I don't love everything that I have to do, but I need to hold on to the ones that I love to
love
do,
that.
and I need to make most of the things that I love to do.
Yeah.
Even with music, when we did Guan with Maglera, which is under 500k views
That's
right now,
about- yeah.
in small months, not even one month.
Probably almost, yeah, like
Yeah,
one.
it's like a
bit,
1 month,
yeah.
and that's my fastest, biggest views. Also, Maglera's hot right now, and
Fire.
like I love the fact that he makes it comfortable for me to be me because I genuinely think he's like for me he's like the male brew of my personality. Like if I was a brew, I would have been like that. Bruh.
Facts.
Like, and that's how
That's
we we have a
fire.
brother and sister
That's
relationship
fire.
because we know each other like family.
Yeah.
So hence why Guan came out the way it came out. And when doing the music video, I directed it because it was a vision I had on my own that I had to show. Because yes, Stimul was involved as well with sponsoring the music video, and it's one of the brands that we're working with still. And it's so good to have brands that are preposterous into being into the music industry, like chewing gum and music videos. wouldn't have made sense to you.
I'm
But
chewing
now,
gum, Steamerol,
but
right
now,
now.
exactly.
Please.
But now you can put it into attitude and into motion and into an act, and it can relate, and it can do both for both brands.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that I've reached that capacity in my mind of being able to think corporate and still be free and still be in rap mode.
And on Guan, it's like, when I hear you on that, it's like you're a real rapper. It's like you're not just doing this for, like, I guess, for the clout or like for the look or just as a career. You're actually a rapper. Like,
Yeah.
that the flow Maclara's doing is the flow you came up with for the song.
Yes. If you listen attentively, it's from the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then when
That flow is not a game.
so when I had to come with my verse, I was like, I can't switch the flow because the only thing I need to do though is to say other bars but with the same flow. So it was more of like a not a planned song, but it was a well structured.
Very well structured song.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I had the ability to structure it and for it to come out the way I wanted it to.
And your latest song, what's that called?
Anazindo.
Then you bust out the Chisco up there and you go
I'm
sit
bolder
in-
than this week. What you thought?
It's unfair that you can live like that. Like you can
What
just
you mean?
you can just now you can take it off,
You
snap
know?
and be bold and be like a different
Bold and
woman,
beautiful.
and then come
I'm
back
telling
and
you.
that's
No,
unfair.
man, cutting my hair was a big step, but it was much of a relief of the past. Like I said, 2 years, a lot happened. So I cut my hair based on that reflection. And when I was able to structure in sentences and into a song what I had gone through, that's when I cut my hair, Genguk, because too many things I've gone through the hair.
You're
And too many
carrying
hands
it.
have gone through the hair. And things that I had to let go have gone through my hair. Hence why I had to cut my hair and then do Anazindo art cover and drop it, because Anazindo itself was me understanding what I went through and accepting it and letting go with it. Hence why there was even war tides. It was just like rebirth. It was giving phoenix. It was giving baptizing. Yes.
Yeah, it's
It was
giving
giving
rebirth.
that.
Or something. I'm trying to help.
Yes, that's good. No, but yeah. So it was a big song. If you listen to it, I speak about how I felt about the late Ricky, and for me, it was a positive. I need the English word. It was
English,
like a
guys.
positive perspective. Thank you, Sani. It was a positive perspective in terms of the fact that I didn't choose to cry about it and be sad about it. I was like, okay, what would he want from me? What did he fall in love with when he met this brew? So now it's like when I challenge what has happened, I don't think he would want me to go. I think he would want me to carry on and fight.
Yeah.
And just know that with him being gone, I've gained an angel that can whisper to God at any given time because he knows what I want.
Yeah.
So the people that I've lost was me accepting and dropping Anazindo, was me understanding that the people I've lost is a sad thing, but in a positive manner, they are closer to God to tell God what I want and my blessings to run.
So the people you've lost
they don't
are
want me to be sad, so they're saying, hey, bro, we can't all go and still make us sad. So
and you
throw
still
some blessings in there, my bro, like make things happen.
Yeah.
And it has been, I've been doing good ever since I came out of the break. So since last year, I've been in a good space, even with the brand, even with me emotionally. And yeah, just everything has been flowing very well.
It's lovely to see you in this space.
It's
I've
lovely to see
enjoyed you like for this past, what has it been, an hour and a half
I think
maybe?
it's more than that.
Like, I've enjoyed you. You have a very like
Thank you so
welcoming
much.
spirit and it's very comfortable. Thank you. Like,
Thank you.
what did I want to say? Are you working on an album?
I don't know.
You're just doing what you like.
I'm doing what I want to do.
And what does it feel like right now?
It's the best way I do things, because even if I wanted to do an album or drop an album, what I do is I make a lot of songs. Then when I'm tired of making songs, I sit
Yeah.
down and I put things together and I see which one is hot, how we drop. Is it enough for a project? Is it good enough for that? Or is it singles only? Or what are we doing? So I take time with my stuff. So I never say it's an album before I know it is. So I'll say
Before
it's
it's
an
made.
album once I know I've picked songs. I'm like, okay, we might have an album. So
Fire.
I don't say that prior, but do expect the unexpected though. 'Cause
Hell yeah. With
I'm
you,
in my
hell
corporate
yeah.
bag and in my creative bag, so things are just flowing.
You're juggling bags as a young lady.
Juggling sounds like a it sounds like
Which word is better?
I'm not juggling.
You're
I'm handling.
respectfully.
That's a new thing.
That just happened right now.
But yeah,
I can't wait to see you again.
same here.
Yeah.
I had
I
fun.
can't wait to see you again. I hope I come to the Cape Town show. You said
I hope
September.
you do.
Yeah. I'll hopefully Choppin It starts paying me and I'll buy plane tickets and I'll buy
I
tickets to
hope
the
you
show
come.
and
I
like
really hope you pull through.
come see you. Now I'm now invested in your future and
Thank you so much.
in your success. I think you deserve it. I think you're a very nice young lady. I think you're very smart, which is that's blown me away about you. This
Thank
whole
you.
you're smart and wise.
I'd
So
like to think so.
you're very well equipped.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate this.
You're
This compliment I've
be
heard.
you're gonna be just fine.
I hope so.
You're gonna be just fine. And you have
The
a
best
team
team.
that cares about you.
For sure.
Yeah, they touched up your makeup, told you change your top, and it's like it's not a game.
We're not here
I
to play.
respect that. That's lovely.
Thank you so much.
Toast us out of here because I know you have to go to the studio.
Yes, I
You've
have
given
to
us a lot of your
leave you.
time. Thank you. You chopped it with us heavily.
Thank you for having me, man. It's so good to chill with you.
Yes, I want to
Wish it
chill
was
with you
longer,
off camera. Yeah.
But we'll see each other.
Should I? What are we gonna toast? How are you gonna?
What are we toasting to?
We did a
Ooh,
short,
guys, I
Fabo.
wanna
Come
break
on,
your
one more.
equipment.
It's the last one. It's the last one,
Come
Fabo.
on, Fabo.
Come on, Fabo.
Let me bounce.
Okay, so toast us out of here. Just give us whatever it is there on the mic, and then the shots will just be the top up of.
I just want to say, like, whoever's out there and you have a dream, you guys are blessed in any aspect. You're going to lose it and you're going to find it and you're going to lose it again. But it's okay. One thing you have to understand about this life thing is that it's not on brand. You understand? It's not on brand. But the person that needs to be on brand with themselves is you. So I don't think anything can come in your way if you remain who you are and you run your own race and you stay in your own lane and you run your own pace. So it's funny, don't compare yourself with anyone. You are who you are, and you're gonna be blessed the way you are because God has your blessings lined up for who you are. So if you become someone else, God doesn't have those plans for someone else. He has them for who He knows, which is who you are. And Zinga, thank you so much for having me here. It's good to be here.
You're
This could have been
wonderful.
longer. I wish it was. I could take over. When Zinga's sick, guys,
You
please
can-
call me.
I can just sit
But
here.
thank you so much for having me. It's good to finally be with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That was those words were amazing. Like
To a good life,
they need you. By the way, they
Yeah.
need you.
they need rappers like me.
They.
To a good life,
Yes,
to
ma'am.
more money, more bag. Yeah, pull up,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
And content here, God, we need because writing is really not easy.
no, it's,
And to you and your journey.
thank you.
And to your podcast. Shout out for
Thank
having
you
me.
so much. Dee Koala, Choppin It, Bhuda T. Fuck, wow.
That was so good. We need to bounce, eh?